giving a little bit of trouble. He's a big colt, and the bigger these 3-year-olds are, the more likely they are to dislike the stalls, because they have less, so to speak, elbow room. But there he goes, he's in, so over to you, Graham.
And Shaadi favourite at the start of this Charles Heidsieck Champagne Craven at 5-2. Course and distance trial for the 2,000 guineas. Al Hareb just misses the kick early on. The pace quite steady. Exborne leads next to the rails. On the outside of it, Shaadi. Then racing wide, third City Dancer. 4 next to the rails is Al Hareb. And the back marker is Frequent Flyer as they come at quite a good pace down the course on the far side of the track. And it's Exborne leading by a length and a half. In second place, Shaadi. On the outside of it, City Dancer. El Hareb in the blue next to the rails. Now at racing pace is striding out much better than he was early. And Frequent Flyer in last place. No slouch in his own right, but just being niggled along by Paul Ellery to keep up with these. They are going a good clip, and it's Exborne that leads, with Shaadi in the white sleeves on the outside, Al Hareb next to the rails, City Dancer in the red, and they're halfway in the Charles Heidsieck Champagne Craven Stakes. They pass the 4-pole, and Exborne out in front. Rebel Starkey riding, Shaadi on the outside of it, City Dancer wide in red, next to the rails in blue is El Hareb, and then Frequent Flyer. Paul Ellery has been pushing along for the last furlong and a half. They come past the 3. And Exborne, Shaadi on the outside comes City Dancer, who's now being ridden along. Al Hareb getting 1 or 2 reminders, and that one's dropping away, and they've passed the bushes down to the 2, and it's Shaadi now on the outside of Exborne. Exborne next to the rail, Shaadi on the outside, and Shaadi looks the better at this stage. Down into the dip, Exborne finds more, but Shaadi just has the upper hand, but Exborne's fighting back. Back in third, City Dancer with 1 pace. They're inside the final furlong, and Shaadi now going on. Shaadi has it by a length and a half. Exborne a brave race in second. City Dancer staying on well for third, but at the line, Shaadi wins from Exborne second, with City Dancer third. A big gap to Frequent Flyer, and a disappointment of the race was Al Hareb, who dropped out to be last of all. And so the result of this, the Charles Heidsieck Champagne Craven Stakes. It's a win for number 6, Shaadi, the 5-2 favourite, owned by Sheikh Mohammed, trained here at Newmarket by Michael Stout and ridden by Walter Swinburne. Continuing Michael's tremendous run in this race. Doyoun, Ajdal and Shaadi, of course, all won this race. Second was number 3, Exborne, ridden by Greville Starkey at a pound overweight, but don't forget that this son of Explodum was only having his second ever race. Third horse home was City Dancer. Looked a bit 1 pace with a furlong and a half to go, but was staying on again well in the last furlong. And so Shaadi came home there, keeps his unbeaten record. Is Shaadi, son of Danzig, won twice over 7 furlongs last year, trying a mile this time, and came home well